So I am finally home, and I mean home with my husband here in the UK. This time, uh, permanently, we hope, as we are still in the process of making my stay here permanent. So, for those of you who do not know me, I have been married for 4 years now, and all the time I was in Rome, and my husband is here in the UK. And every time I came to visit, I stayed 2 weeks at the most, and you might be wondering why. So this is not the kind of setup that we choose for ourselves. We have been having problems with the immigration. So during those 4 years, every time I come to visit, my husband loved my cooking. We both love home cooked meals. He has no problem with eating anything that I prepare, but now that I have been here for 3 months, it's a completely different story. He's been sneaking behind my back. I find chocolate wrappers and biscuits and other sweet stuff on his pockets every time I do the laundry, and it's not just one-off thing, it's like often. So I know I have to do something. He loves fruit juices, the store-bought ones. So for me, the only time that I have sugar in my diet is when I have my hot drinks in the morning, which is not an everyday thing for me. The second thing is that he consumes a lot of bread. I mean, a wholemeal bread, it's okay, but beyond 6 to 8 slices a day, I think is beyond healthy, because it's like almost half of his meal, or even half of his calories are coming from a starch, and I don't think it is healthy. So what I wanted to do, and what I've been trying to change, is for him to have at least half of his plate are made up of vegetables, and just 1/4 of that plate is coming from starch. So the third thing that I have discovered, that my husband is into fake meats and lots of processed cheese. It's like an everyday thing for him. So I have been in the process of eliminating stuff in his diet that's not healthy. And another thing is that he loves Chinese takeaways. So we have given up on eating out, at least the one that we do every weekend, every Friday night. We prefer like spicy Indian foods, because they have like a selection of vegetable dishes. But the reason we have given it up is it contains a lot of oils, and I have a very sensitive stomach. I get bloated, I get acidic, and I go through a lot of pain during the night after that. And we have given it up, but I find myself dragging me out. It happened for a few times now, and then a minute later we are in an all-you-can-eat restaurant, a Chinese restaurant. So all these 4 years that we have been married, it dawned on me that my husband has been eating a lot of junk vegan foods. So our kitchen and our diet, for me particularly, has changed a lot, because when I was just cooking for myself, I mean, a boiled lentils with greens on it, for me, is a complete meal. And now that's not the case, because he gets bored and I have to bring in a variety of flavors, different flavors every week. So that's what I'm gonna be sharing today. A Friday treat where I basically prepare food, and I use some ingredients that I don't usually use for me before, like for example using oil. I'm okay with that as long as I have to limit using oil in our diet at least just once or twice a week. Using oil sparingly, I think, is okay. I feel okay with that. We have now what we call an occasional treat, where once a week I would prepare something like a homemade chocolate, or baked products like carrot cake or banana cake. I do not want to feel like, oh, it's I feel guilty, it's unhealthy. I think if you keep the amount of sugar intake at very minimum amount is okay. And I do not want to like enjoy a piece of banana cake and then feeling guilty afterwards. I wanted to like enjoy it knowing it's a treat, and being aware that it's not an everyday thing for me. It's a treat. So tomorrow or after this, after a slice, it's time to move on. So I think I'm more okay with that than having a piece of banana cake and then feeling so guilty, feeling so bad about it afterwards. So that's something that I had to work on, my mentality of cheating, because that's what most people call it, cheating. But I wanted to call it a treat. So that's what we are doing now. We have an occasional treat, that means sweets like chocolates and cakes, and they're vegan, by the way, so I'll be sharing some recipes of those occasional treats very soon. And then Friday night, instead of spending that amount of money on something that we enjoy but not healthy, or I feel sick afterwards, we get whatever ingredients we need, and I allow myself to use some oil in my cooking, and we just enjoy it at home. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. So it is the end of another working week, and we are celebrating by having Friday night's treat, and I have kidney beans, coriander leaves, avocados, we have brown pita bread, and the rest of the ingredients. And tonight we are going to have sweet potato, hemp, and buckwheat multigrain chips. So I have all my ingredients laid out, and I will go with preparing the kidney beans first. So this is a very easy dinner. So we have cumin powder, paprika powder, and black pepper, and that's all we need for the beans. And now our mashed avocado and the lime juice and the rest of the fresh ingredients. And this is the first time that we try this chipotle, and our dinner is ready. And that's it. It's very simple and very full of flavor. So I hope you enjoy this video, and happy weekend, and see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.